What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live World Cup watch along, people. And today it is France against Sweden, and Mbappe against Gyökeres, people. Yeah, I had a very busy day yesterday, so couldn't do any watch alongs after the Arsenal stream in the day. But we are here now for Allez les Bleus against the Swedes. I am wearing the Arsenal French jersey, no disrespect to any Sweden fans, but I like the French team, Arsenal connection, and I mean, I've put a little bit of money on France to win the World Cup as well, and I am a big Mbappe fan, and Saliba's there, so I'm saying, if Sweden beat France, are they going to go and win the World Cup? Probably not. Plus Victor Gyökeres, full pre-season. I'll take that, people. But big up to everyone locked in. Hope you're well. Hit the like button and subscribe. It's a quality shirt, this. I don't wear this one often. I just realised I really like it. So, yeah, big up to everyone locked in. I'm not going to talk about Arsenal too much because I'm back on tomorrow. There's quite a lot of Arsenal news going around at the moment, so we will get into that. There's a massive bit of sporting news, should I say, going around at the moment. I'm actually just watching Serena Williams before we turn over to the French game. But if you're a basketball fan, it probably doesn't get bigger than this. LeBron James is leaving the LA Lakers and will become a free agent. Now, I mean, that is like, whew. I know you've tuned in for your football. If you're not a basketball fan, who cares? But if you're a basketball fan, geez, LeBron James leaving the LA Lakers. That is big, big news in the sporting world, people. Who is he going to go to? Apparently, Golden State Warriors, Miami Heat, Cleveland are the three clubs that are trying to get him. But yeah, let's see what happens with that. LeBron leaves the Lakers. Probably Lakers quite happy with that, man. I think they need to go in a new direction. And then obviously yesterday, we heard about Ja Morant going to the Portland Trail Blazers. But yeah, listen, France is on ITV3, ITV1, by the way. So I'm just turning over now. Yeah, man, I realized, like, I got old Arsenal shirts and I don't even wear a lot of them. But yeah, this one had to come back out. Just quickly, I will just go through this bit of Arsenal news, and I'll save the rest for tomorrow when we do the Arsenal stream. Sammy Mockbell saying Arsenal are expected to step up their interest in Paris Saint-Germain's Bradley Barcola this week after receiving encouragement that the forward could be available this summer. And he is playing tonight ahead of Desiree Doué. And listen, what do you guys think? I'll save a bit of it for tomorrow, but obviously some stories come out today saying that Aston Villa won £130 million for Morgan Rogers. They're using the Elliot Anderson deal as the benchmark for the price. Yeah, Kawhi back to Toronto. Wow, I've only just actually seen that. Big up to everyone letting me know in the chat. He had a lot of success there. But yeah, they're using that deal as the benchmark, and 130 million for Rodgers. You walk away at that point. But Barcola, obviously, we're hearing now that Yan Diomande is heading to PSG by the look of it, and that might free up Bradley Barcola. So let's see. Let's see what happens. He's playing in this game. He's on the left. And we'll see. Man said, nah, listen, I'm, any Arsenal fan will have a connection to the French national team. Thierry's our greatest. So we're always going to be locked in with the French team. But listen, this will be a big game. And as I said, I've put a little bit of money on the French to win it. Just briefly, World Cup yesterday, Brazil, Martinelli, 92nd minute winner. Bruno Guimaraes assist. Bruno Guimaraes, by the way, top assist maker in the World Cup, 4 assists. Link up with Martinelli. Martinelli scores the winner. Very happy for him. They will play against Norway in the next round. Norway, obviously, earlier today, Martin Odegaard and Haaland scored the winner. I was a little bit disappointed for Ivory Coast. I thought they were the better team, to be honest, but just didn't take their chances. Um, yeah, so they're out. Yan Diomande has gone out, and Pepe and all of them guys. So it'd be Norway, Brazil, which is a big game. And then Kai Havertz last night, beaten on penalties. Didn't look great. He did get a goal, which he is good at. He does pop up with a goal. Give me 1 second. This light is switching off. Right, we're back, people. It's like, yo, why am I getting darker? I know I've got a tan, but the light's just dimming. But yeah, Kai Havertz did what Kai Havertz does, confuses you. You watch him not playing very well. Then he pops up with a goal. You think, wow, he's good. And then he misses a penalty in the shootout, and you think, wow, get rid of him. I don't rate him. I would get rid of him. I don't rate him. You know I don't rate him, but it is what it is, people. So yeah, Germany are out. I actually think, and some people won't agree with this, I think you could do with Gyökeres getting knocked out. I've said this before, people. Only one nation can win the World Cup. I don't want a whole heap of Arsenal players going to the last stages of this competition. We've got, what, 3 players with Spain. We've got 4 with England, 2 with Brazil. Could be 3 with Brazil if we get Bruno. Could be 2 with France if we get Barcola. I want a few of these Arsenal players out of this competition. I want them back. I want them ready for the start of the season and pre-season. Did you see Vinny Jr.'s dribble? Bro, big up Mr. Cool. But every time I watch Vinny play, I'm like, please, just make an offer. Just make the offer. They reject it, I'll still be happy. I want to go on Sky Sports and see Arsenal offer 150 million for Vinicius Jr. It's been rejected. Cool, I'm happy. You've got Listen, who knows? Maybe behind the scenes they've tried to get him and it didn't happen. I don't know. I don't know. Are people still getting ads? Honestly, I know you keep telling me. I can't. I've tried 3 different settings and people are just saying, I'm getting ads. I don't know what to do about it. If anybody knows how to do it, I went on manual mode yesterday. I'm on automatic. They must be reining it in YouTube to get the money, people. If anybody knows, feel free to message me. I think what they're basically trying to do is push everyone to have to get YouTube Premium, which obviously makes them more money. Or if you've got a VPN, I think you can block them as well. And big up to Morocco. And the reason I want to say big up to Morocco is because a lot of the narrative was, oh, Holland are out. Holland are out. It's a massive shock. It ain't a massive shock. That Morocco team is very good. And they're going to cause anybody they play problems. Do you know what I mean? So I think they deserve their flowers and their credit as well. Big up to Morocco, knocking out the Dutch. Yeah, I've got YouTube Premium. I can't be dealing with the adverts, man. For real. This game, Mignon, Koundé, Digne, Upamecano, Saliba, Rabiot, Tchouameni, Elise, Barcola, Dembele, and Kylian Mbappe. Barcola, who, as I've just said, Arsenal, it looks like are ramping up their interest in Bradley Barcola, as it looks like the Morgan Rogers deal is becoming more difficult to get done, people. So, yeah. Obviously, the Swedish team, you've got Zetterström, Gustaf, Gudmundsson, Lindelof, Svensson, Stroud, Bergvall, Ayari, who's looked good, Alanga, Alexander Isak, and Arsenal's very own title-winning striker, Viktor Gyökeres. Let's see how he gets on. It's on ITV1 for anybody looking. And obviously, Mbappe and Dembele are, I believe, 2 behind Messi in the race for the Golden Boot. Obviously, Haaland, I think, now is on 5. So I think he's 1 behind. Germany are a strange team at the moment, man. There's something not right with Germany. I thought they picked the wrong team. Playing Florian Wirtz on the left, Havertz up front, and Sané. I mean, Sané is not the Sané we saw at Man City. Wirtz ain't a left winger, in my opinion. And Havertz leader, you ain't going to be successful with that front line. Do you know what I mean? You're just not. You're just not going to be, like. So, it's interesting. Today's the first game to justify hydration break. Is this in New York? I think this is in New York. well, jersey in it actually, but yeah. Gyökeres wins a free kick. Haven't been the same since Ozil left. Yeah, there's just a lot of top players. Tony Kroos, I think, is a huge player for them. Yeah, we're watching Barcola and Saliba. Saliba fouls Victor Gyökeres. The two Arsenal, but just go easy on each other, man. We got a long season ahead. Big up David. He said he's of Dutch heritage. Koeman should have to book his own flight home. What was Koeman doing? Why did he go with the back three, back five? It's just crazy. So defensive. But Oyster said, "See, been watching you for over 5 years and YouTube for much longer. I've just took the plunge. Got YouTube Premium. Swore I would never buy, but they've got me." Yeah, I think they're doing this on purpose to force people to go towards it. Honestly, listen. Even as content creators, we don't even get Premium for free. Yo, Gyökeres has caused Saliba problems. Alanga, oh, shot straight at the nose. Isak, sorry. Yo, Gyökeres there kind of eased Saliba out of the way there, man. You know what I mean? I don't know. I want him to do well, but don't ruin. Can't we put Saliba on up on my? Can't we put Gyökeres on up on my corner? Don't do that to Saliba. You know who's that on the floor injured? Oh, it's Chouameni. Let me stay calm, people. Let me stay calm. Big up Zakaria. I'm proud to be Moroccan. Yo, big up Morocco, man. I'm hoping that that an African team like makes the final. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm not in this World Cup at all. I don't care. Still devastated about the Champs final. Do you think we ever get to the Champions League final? And can we get to the final again next year? The thing with me, big up to you, William, is I just don't buy into this process that, oh, we made the final last year, so we'll just make the final again. Doesn't work like that, mate. How do we know Mourinho doesn't just click at Real Madrid? They've bought 3 defenders. How do we know that Liverpool are not back? And we know Liverpool are a top team in Europe at Anfield. You know, how do we know that Man City aren't just electric? What I'm saying is there's no divine right that, oh, we made the champs last year, we'll just make it again next year and we'll win it. We might not, you know, it took us 20 years to make a Champions League final after 06. So it's funny, I was speaking to Cruz about it today and I said, it's funny how the season ended. We won the league, I was so happy. We lost the Champions League final, I was devastated. And now, because of the World Cup, it's almost like the Premier League seems like a distant memory. I haven't really focused that much on the Premier League. Even though I'm delighted that we've won it, I think the World Cup's kind of smothered it a little bit. So that Champions League, they're lucky that the parade was the day after. And it kind of took people's minds off it. But I was devastated about I'm still devastated about the Champions League. I really am. I thought we missed a huge opportunity to win it. By the way, yeah, and I forgot to talk about this. I will start commentating on the game, by the way. Here's Osman Dembele, right-hand side. Rolls it across. Oh, Mbappe gets yapped. Alanga on the break with Saliba. Yo, Alanga's quick, man. Jeez. Tottenham have beaten Manchester United in the race for Mateus Fernandes. They're going to pay £85 million. I said this the other day, by the way. This Fernandes, I've watched him a few times. I saw him a little bit at Southampton, and I've seen him quite a lot at West Ham. I think he's good, but I don't understand the 85 million. I don't understand how a relegated club can get 85 million pound out of Mateus Fernandes. I don't understand that. They paid like 30 million for him, and he's had a decent season in a team that's been relegated. The worst thing that happened in this transfer window was Elliot Anderson costing that much money. The Premier League market is absolutely screwed because of that deal. I'm telling you, any player that's got 2 years plus on his contract, they're going to go, well, I want 70 million. I want 85 million. I want 100 million. You know, now Villa are saying 130 million. So he's on 250. I mean, look, fair play to the Tottenham owners for showing that kind of ambition. But Bears, yeah, listen, I mean, look, Man United probably saw the numbers and backed out. I mean, yeah, Ornstein, to be fair, said numbers were beyond what Man United were willing to go to. So yeah, fair. Man United weren't willing to pay that much money. But football is in a crazy state, which is why I'm like, you can't sell a player like Ethan Nwaneri because in a year he could be worth 70 million. That's how crazy football is right now. You've only got to have one good season and 250 grand a week, 80 odd million. Players are falling upwards, having bad seasons and getting huge wages. And he didn't even get in the international squad, isn't it? Any Portuguese? Yeah, Portuguese. He's not even in the Portugal squad. 85 minutes. Market's a mess, man. Market's an absolute mess. Would you take Mbappe or Rodgers, Vinny, and Bruno? I'd take Rodgers, Vinny, and Bruno. You know, I do love Mbappe, but I think them three would be crazy. I'd still be happy. Vinny's still a monster. We need the left winger. Mbappe would still be great. Big up BH20. My son and I went to Kansas, saw Argentina v Algeria, Ecuador v Curacao. The memories were worth every cent. Hope Sweden wins it with a Gyökeres brace. Do you know what? I'll be honest with you, BH. Even today, I went online and I was just looking at it going, do I fly over for one game? Like, I don't know. It's because, do you know the way I'm looking at it is like, you probably never see Ronaldo and Messi in a World Cup again, although it wouldn't surprise me if Ronaldo turns up at 45. But do you know what I mean? I was looking at it going, do I just fly in for a few days, watch one game? Do you know what I mean? I kind of want to go to a massive game though. Like, you know, if it ends up like, I don't know, England, Brazil, I think they can meet at some stage, or France against, I think France can play Portugal, were they saying? I mean, if you're going to do it, go big, watch an absolute monster game and then come back, or, you know, I might get caught up in the hype, but Messi in the World Cup, I feel like we'll see. Let's see who they get after Cape Verde if they beat them. Who do they get? I need to check the route out, who they will get. The tickets are, you know, I wanted to ask people actually, and I know a lot of you guys are based in America. Are the tickets any cheaper over in America, or is it just the same price? Because I'm just looking on like FIFA's website and I'm like, I wonder if they're actually cheaper when you're there. The pound hits harder than the dollar. Yeah, it does. It does, but not as much as it used to, man. It used to be double. Mexico v England in Mexico. Yeah, I mean, that'll be crazy in the Azteca, man. I think England might struggle at altitude. You know what I mean? Spurs got scammed. Yeah, desperation signing that. There's no way he's worth 85 million. Anyway, let's concentrate on this game. I'll be honest. Hey, Gyökeres. Yo, look at the pace by Gyökeres outpacing Upamecano and Saliba. That is mad. Yo, I swear down. People, trust me, you know. I've been criticised a lot this season. I'm keeping my Gyökeres stocks. Create chances for him. How's Gyökeres outpacing Saliba and Upamecano? We never play a through ball. We don't even see if he's quick or not. Gyökeres is moving. Don't ruin Saliba. Don't mash up Saliba's back, you know, running quick like that. Yo, oh, he should have spun. Gyökeres should have turned there. He tried to set it. France don't look that good, man. Yo, these lot might mash up my bet. Gyökeres actually looks rapid. Throw into Sweden, who've started quite well. How's Serena getting on? She done over there. What's going on? Did Serena win or lose? It's finished already. He does have 91 pace on FIFA, yeah. Serena got knocked out. Oh, man. Come out of retirement and just lost quick. Wimbledon over. Serena lost. I thought it might be a bit too much. Hey, France are looking a bit shaky. Oh, I should have crossed it. I think he tried to. He overhit it. Goal kick France don't look great, man. What's going on here? France look a bit shaky. I've said it all tournament. Something's not right with this French midfield. Tchouaméni, Rabiot, double pivot. It's stinky. It's way too defensive. How come people... Why do so many teams think you need two number sixes? I don't get it. I don't understand it. Back in the day, people had one defensive midfielder. Makelele, Roy Keane, Vieira. Well, Vieira's more box-to-box. France on the attack. Can they create something? Dembele, right-hand side. Defended him well there. Bullied him as goal kick Sweden. Yo, what's Sweden down, fam? What's going on? France don't look great. It's early, though. Only 12 minutes gone, and they've got firepower. Exactly. Shaq, Kone comes in, plays really well, drops him. Has to play Tchouaméni and Rabiot. Absolutely mental. Rabiot is like the Jordan Henderson of the French squad. Nobody knows why he still gets picked. Do you know what I mean? Nobody knows. Why is he still in the squad? Why can't they just play Tchouaméni or just play Rabiot? Why do they need both of them? What I've noticed, Sweden are high pressing as well. Listen, it could be the World Cup of the underdog, man. I'm telling you, there's a lot of big nations getting knocked out. That Manu Kone looks good, by the way. I was impressed with him. Ivorian Messi surrounded by scrubs. He scored a good goal. I thought Pepe played quite well, you know. He's had a good tournament. It's a shame, man. I thought they were the better team. I wanted them to knock Norway out. I thought they could have beat them. All this offer talk last week, Arsenal ain't doing this. I have to admit, Liam, big up to you, bro. I'm a bit frustrated with Arsenal in the window, but I do understand it. You know, I do get it. Not a lot of clubs have done much yet. So, I know Man City are going to get Anderson, but there's not that much happening. I think we're trying to sign a lot of players that are at the World Cup. And the problem is, I say this all the time, people, like, if you're, let's say you're Barcola, for example, and you're Barcola's agent, the agent's going to say, yeah, don't rush, mate. Why would you rush to go and sign for somebody now? Like, Barcola, let's say he's asking for 150 grand a week. If he scores in the semi-final or scores the winner in the final, his stocks go through the roof. And then when he's negotiating with us, he go, I want 250 grand a week. So these guys aren't in a rush to leave. You find a lot of the players that leave early in the World Cup are the ones that, you know, they're kind of unknown. They've got an opportunity to move and they just go, oh my God, I've got a chance to go here, I'm leaving. All these Bawadis and Barcola, their agent's going to say, chill, bro. Every good game you have, it's another 10, 15, 20 grand in wages. It's another 5, 10 million on your transfer fee. Your signing on fee goes up. Everything. So they're not in a rush to leave. Big up Elton locked in. C-Unit business. Martinelli price has just gone up after the Brazil winner. Well, this is the thing, isn't it? When players do well, Digne shoots all. When players do well, you've got to figure out. You look at when you've got a player at your club that's doing well in the World Cup. There's two things. Sometimes you get hyped and think, oh, he is a good player, I want to keep him. But sometimes the other thing is you should use the hype to sell them. So it's like people seem quite mixed on, do you sell Trossard, do you sell Martinelli? I think Martinelli's got more value, but he's younger. Trossard's got a year left on his deal. It seems like he wants first team football. Personally, I think Trossard will leave and Martinelli will stay. But who knows? Newcastle linked with Martinelli, and I think he'd do quite well there in on the counter attack. But I've got a feeling it's Trossard that's going to leave. Ranieri wants 60 million, 100. That's what I'd be asking for, bro. That's what I'd be asking for. Big money. Here's Barcola. Barcola is Mbappe shoots from distance straight at the keeper. Barcola is... I like the signing, but there's something not convinced about him as well. But I'm like that with most left wingers at the moment that we're in for. I genuinely, there's hardly a left winger out there that we can probably get that I'm totally convinced by. Like, there just isn't. Barcola, all of them. I'm like, quick, dangerous, but inconsistent, in my opinion, when I've seen them. But his movement's good. The one thing I like about Barcola, he looks like he can dribble in tight spaces, but I don't know. I'm not going crazy if we sign him. I'll be like, okay, it should be better than what we've got, but I don't know. This market is a tough market at the moment. It's a really tough market. Like, if you're talking, yo, Gyökeres, great hold-up play, wins a free. Gyökeres is pinning Saliba, by the way. Saliba fouls him. Look at Yok, man. The upper body strength. Saliba's having a wrestling match with him. Yeah, that Noosa looked good, by the way. He apparently was at an Arsenal game in January. Was it because he just likes Arsenal, or were they looking at him? Big up to Jersey, Mark. Big up to you. Happy belated birthday, bro. I appreciate that. What do you think? A respectable showing for the United States, round of 16, all right? I think the US have already done well, by the way. I really do. I really do. I like what I'm seeing. They've got Bosnia. They've got to beat them, to be honest, at home. They might not, but they need to get past them. And then I think you can start saying, I think Poch doing a decent job. I think Balogun's been impressive. Let's be honest, man. Size of America, they should be doing well. Look how many players they got to choose from. Really not impressed with France so far. Their midfield is something horribly wrong about their midfield. But yeah, Barcola, I don't know what it is. Good, but not that good. Do you know what I mean? US have closed the net. Do you know what? I think in general, a lot of these lesser nations, here's Barcola, come on, get cooking. He skipped him. What's he got? Oh my days, if he scores. See, that's everything about Barcola there. That 10-second clip is everything about Bradley Barcola. He's ruined the defender, sidestepped him, see you later, gone. That's why you want to buy him. Drives into the area. Look at his close ball control. I love this. And the finish. I mean, the finish ain't terrible, but come on. 10 yards out, hit the target. He would be another... Look, you can see Deschamps how frustrated he is. He's another one of them players. I'm going to be sat here on the stream this year going, oh, he's so skillful. Oh, what's he doing? That's how he's going to be doing. Mbappe's one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Mbappe's one-on-one. Kylian Mbappe scores. The flag's gone up. He's offside. VAR check. Why did the flag not go up? He looked miles offside. Are they not allowed to put the flag up? Oh, it could be on. That is close. Elise through ball. Mbappe one-on-one. I don't know about you guys. That looks onside to me. Am I going mad here, or are they playing on? That looks like a goal. They don't really show you the lines, do they, in the World Cup? No. Yo, that's crazy. That looked onside. I don't know what's going on in the World Cup. They don't show you the replay of the lines or anything. That looked onside to me. Slots it in the corner. I'm assuming they've got semi-automated offsides and they just tell them straight away. That looked on. I don't understand why that got disallowed, but maybe it's just the angle. Deceiving. Ronald Koeman has resigned, people, 9 minutes ago. I don't think he had any choice. I don't think he had any choice but to resign. They weren't going to accept that. Yo, is Gabriel Magalhaes playing against Haaland? He is, Michael. That could be beef again. I can't wait for that game, personally. I cannot wait for that. America's not worth visiting these days. It's a mess. I mean, look, man, I think it's one of them, innit? You can never... Big up Alexander, though. You can never tarnish a whole country. You know, imagine how many people are at that World Cup right now from the US or coming from other countries. You know, I've got a couple friends who are over there and they're saying it's amazing. Do you know what I mean? They're loving it over there. Great weather, great atmosphere, good vibe. England fans all in Times Square the other night, singing at night. There's a lot of people having a good time, man. You can't let presidents, prime ministers ruin, you know, you could say it about so many countries at the moment, you know. I'm sorry, am I going mad? How's that? Oh, he is off. Fair. Semi-automated offside. His arm's offside. I swear they need to change the rules for offside, man. You see the Davinson Sanchez goal the other day. His big toe was offside. You're like, what? Ion said 113 for Elliot Anderson and 85 for Fernandez. Football is finished. It's an absolute mess, bro. It's an absolute mess. And it's the Premier League, though. It's the Prem. It's not general football. Those deals wouldn't happen. The Prem is stupid. They get bullied. Hydration break. They're booing, but it does look hot. It's the Premier League stupid, man. What Premier League clubs need to start doing is, okay, you want Fernandez from West Ham, Man United, Tottenham, you two are in for him. Obviously, having two clubs in for him is going to drive the price up. I understand that. If I'm on the phone to West Ham and West Ham are saying, we want 85 million for Fernandez, I'm making an opening offer of like 45 million, 50 mil. Say what? You paid 30, 35 million for him. You've been relegated. The player is obviously going to kick up a stink if you reject offers from clubs that are bigger than West Ham in the Premier League. I would just put a 50 million bid there and back off and let the player do the work. He'll probably go on strike. He won't want to train. Force West Ham's hand. How are West Ham able to say 185 million and Tottenham are going, oh, okay, we'll pay it? Clubs are absolutely getting... No, I swear down. Saliba and Gyökeres having a crazy battle. Every minute he's getting dragged to the floor. Upamecano as well. It's mental. It's absolutely mental that that West Ham can get 85 million for a player like that. Is he good? Yeah, he's decent. Is he that great? Not a chance. Leao, 50 million available for. MJ said, I hope we sign Kone and Tchouaméni. Wanted both for ages. I mean, I'll be honest with you, and listen, people can disagree with me. I think Man U have slightly dodged a bullet with not signing that Fernandez. I wouldn't pay 85 million for him. That Kone's got a 50 million release clause. Listen, don't get me wrong, that Fernandez looks decent. And he missed a one-on-one against Raya, so we'll always have a little bit of respect. But 35 mil? 85 mil, sorry? Crazy work, man. That's a desperation signing, to be honest, for Tottenham. Tottenham have just got to spend money. Big C, John Morant is going to the Blazers. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad he moved. I'm surprised he went there. But then saying that, Lillard's there, Drew Holiday's there, although Drew Holiday could be leaving. Breaking news, people. LeBron James has left the Lakers. Cars Evolution, thoughts on Barcola. He's another one of them, what you would call like a wavy winger. He's a TikTok winger. He's probably at the peak of the mountain of wavy TikTok winger. You know what I mean? Where Madwake is way further down. He's good but frustrating. Can you imagine turning up like for a, I don't know. A lot of that for me depends on the price. Like I think PSG will try and bump us as well. It's not like he's got a year left on his deal. They'll be asking for 80 million plus. The winger market at the moment is on the floor. In fact, most of the markets are. Most of the markets are, bro. Like, centre mids cost a fortune. LeBron's being linked with Golden State, Miami, and the Cavs. But yeah, these players, man, are ridiculously expensive. I think this could be a year you need to avoid the Premier League. with signing players. Big up to Sidoff. Big up Curtis, catching up with my first live stream after the Champions League final. I don't blame you for having a break. Said, always love watching your content, brother. Big up to you. He said, if Yan Diomande is 100 million, Martinelli and Trossard are 150, Diomande is trash. Everything in football is about age. It's about the way you play. It's about the hype around you. Ultimately, Trossard's a 31-year-old who lacks pace, who's got a year left on his deal. He's not going to cost a lot of money. Martinelli, I think we can use this World Cup to increase his price, but are Arsenal trying to sell him? In terms of Diomande, he's 19. He's got bags of potential. And he's rapid. And he's a 1v1 demon. And people will buy that for big money. Potential now will cost you 100 million, 80 million. That's just the way the game is, you know. Apparently Barcola 116 mil. I mean, people think I'm crazy when I'm saying certain names, but it's because I think we can get players that are on a similar level that would cost a fraction. Like I don't think Barcola and Diomande, I don't think they're no better than Leao. I think they're in a similar bracket. They're rapid, they're great 1v1. Their end product is inconsistent. So if you're going to buy a player like that, I'd rather you go and spend 50 million on Leao. I spend 30 million on Rashford. They're all sort of, for me, in the same category. You 100 million for Barcola? Come on, man. What are we doing? Stay, nah. But the problem is, you got to hope that Barcola puts pressure on PSG and his price drops. If you're paying 100 million for Barcola, you better start going 150 and go and try and get Vinny. Do you know what I mean? That's what I want to see. I'd genuinely rather take Rashford for 30 million or take Leao for 50 million. Mitoma's actually a good player. I think if he scored more goals, clubs would be on him. But technically, he's a very good player. Rashford loan, Yildiz next. I think Yildiz will go next year. I think Juve will hold on to him for one more season. Mr. Cool Bush Driver, he loves that Micah Gertz at Ajax. I haven't seen enough of him, really. I've watched a couple of games and I've done some YouTube video scouting as we do. But yeah, Mitoma is injury prone. I think he missed the World Cup, didn't he? Vinny's the one. It's actually the one. But like I said the other day, maybe they've already been told no. So, you know, there's nothing to hype around him. I think we've got no choice, people. We're going to have to just go for potential. So it will be a Barcola or someone like that. Ion said, Curtis, you don't see darts as a sport. Is snooker? Nah, listen, they're also. I was joking, you know what I mean. But I was just saying that being the best at certain sports, I think usually people would rate it higher than other sports. You know, they're all high skill level, man. Elise, great ball headed away. What a ball in that is. How unbelievable is it that Elise just was sat at Crystal Palace? 30, 40 mil. Great save. Rabiot goes out for a corner. Think Vinny would flop in the Prem due to the physicality, playing low blocks 3 out of 4 matches. I genuinely don't think Vinny is weak. I just think playing in Spain has made him all theatrical and drop into the floor. I think he would have to adapt. You know what I mean? Listen, man, I think Vinny would roast a lot of these fullbacks in the Prem. I don't think Prem defenders are that good. How many really good right backs are in the Prem? Timber, Reece James, who hardly ever stays fit. Kunde, cross blocked corner. There's probably 2 or 3 good right backs in the Prem. Do you know what I mean? I think Vinny would rip it. I get what you're saying, low blocks, but his dribbling ability is so good. I still think he'd rip up low blocks. But we're not getting Vinny. You told me Leao and Barcola are better than Sir Marcus. Bro, I actually said I'd take Rashford, so I don't know about that. I would categorise them the same. Kunde pulls it back. Oh, Mbappe's hit the post. Kunde whips it across goal. 10, 12 yards out, near post, hits the post. He's unmarked. Oh, he'd be disappointed not to hit the target there. Killian, you're trying to win golden boots, bro. You got to score that. He's got half the goal to aim at. What a miss. Big up Philly, who said, "Hi, Big C. I've been unexpectedly laid up in hospital in Canada for a bit. It's nice to hear you in the community. We'd love you to do a Canada watch along." Odegaard out. Philly, safe recovery, bro. Hope everything's not too serious, and you'll be recovered soon. Safe recovery. And yeah, I'm sure I'll do it. Who've Canada got next? Jonathan David, the man with two first names, like Chris Paul in basketball, people. Who's there? Yeah, we're doing England watch along tomorrow. I might even do Belgium, Senegal. Who've Canada got? Or are they? Oh, he shot just wide. Yeah, we might. Am I missing? Are Canada out? What am I doing here? I'm assuming. Oh, Canada, Morocco. Okay. Yeah, you're in big trouble there, I reckon. Morocco, I'm telling you now, I don't think many teams want to play them. Not many teams want to play this Morocco team, man. But yeah, get well soon, Philly, man. Big up your damn self, bro. Nelly said Ancelotti has been practicing him at striker. Alfred, listen, I'm with you on that conversation. We've been having this conversation for years. He scored again at the striker position. All his goals this season were, we said it. I used to talk about it with Kevin Campbell, God rest his soul. Can Martinelli play up front? You've always said it. Can you play him like Vardy off the shoulder? But the problem you've got with Arsenal, I've always thought, is if Vardy's success came from the ball being played quickly to give him that space to run into, Arsenal play at a slow tempo. Would he end up getting crowded with minimal space? But it'd be interesting. Mexico-Ecuador is interesting because a lot of people who I've spoken to, they assume Mexico will just knock Ecuador out. And I actually think Ecuador are dangerous. Do you know what I mean? Like Caicedo, Hincapié, Pacho. It's just whether the home crowd gets the better of Ecuador, Big up Wasim, how far do you think England get? England are really confusing to me because they're not that good, but I'm not seeing anyone who's that good, to be honest. Argentina have battered a couple of teams, but their run was not that hard. The French look great going forward, but a little bit like they can be got at. Thomas Tuchel is a better manager than Southgate, even though I don't think he picked the right squad. I just don't know. I mean, I predicted the quarterfinal before the competition. But this is a strange World Cup, I think. It's a strange World Cup. I think you're going to see teams in the semi-final that you wouldn't have predicted. I think you're going to see maybe a smaller nation or a nation that you didn't think was going to get far get to like the semi-final. Mbappe trying to play a through ball to Barcola, it doesn't get there. Comes back, Rabiot overhits the pass, bicycle. Oh my days, off the crossbar. Wow, we have just almost witnessed one of the goals. That would have been goal of the World Cup. Elise bicycle kick, edge of the box, he's hit the post. I'm telling you now, when you're confident, bro, is that Trevor Sinclair at QPR? This guy, Elise, how did Premier League clubs let him go to Germany? And you're buying people like Fernandes for 85 mil. I swear, he could be, we could be talking about one of the world's best players. That deserved to go in. Bicycle edge of the box. But whipped it. Oh, Sweden all the way across goal. Isak seemed to dummy it. It's a yard wide. Wow. Alanga, that's a great ball in. Isak tried the little flick. The little Carnu flick between his legs. Goes through the legs of Upamecano and just wide. Bro, the market is finished because the problem you've got now is if I was running Bayern Munich and Real Madrid tried to get Elise, I'm going, have you not looked at the market? Wow, that could be a red card for Sweden. That is a horrific challenge on Elise. This will be a VAR check for a red card. I don't know if it's as bad as it originally looked. Mbappe, Dembele, they're all going crazy. Mbappe's probably saying, look, red card or you're fired. Heavy touch, Lindelof. High studs. Way. That's naughty. It's a bit of a... He's had that heavy centre-back touch, gone chasing after it. He doesn't make... I think if Elise's foot is planted there, I think it's a definite red. He might get away with it because Elise's foot is off the ground. He might get away with it. Oh, look at the Elise overhead kick. Showing you the replay. Keeper was beaten. His confidence is through the roof. Dembele will be disappointed he didn't score that. Wow. It was like a yard wide. Did he get the ball? What? I didn't see him touch the ball. Did he touch the ball? That's one of them horrible centre-back challenges where you have a heavy touch. Does he actually get the ball? He goes over the ball though, man. It's a free kick or it's dangerous. He's lucky, man. So that's an orange. We give him an orange, people. You know what I mean? We'll give him an orange. How on earth did we have Elise v Eze? Bro, I swear, I'm not even lying. When them two was at Palace, I was like, they're similar to me. Eze at times was like the more clutch one, I would say. But Elise is phenomenal. He really is. I can't believe how good he has become. People saying super chats, apologies. Can you do a match day vlog next season? Yeah, we'll try and do one. I'm trying to get in my sort of... yeah, I want to start doing that. Everyone's wearing the thingies, aren't they? The Ray-Ban camera glasses. You know what I mean? It's a bit less effort in it than holding a camera. But the problem with that, they don't record for long. So yeah, maybe we'll do something. Definitely. Maybe tour, you know. Maybe pre-season tour. Elise whips it in, up on Meccano, heads it. Sweden managed to clear it at the back post. Sweden will be encouraged by this start, though. They've caused a few problems to the French. Free kick to Sweden. Big up Sidorf, who said, I understand we need an upgrade on Martinelli and Trossard, but the question has to be, is there a real upgrade available? The left wing market is awful. At least Trossard is clutch and scores lots of big up. Bro, I'm telling you now, I'm on the same wavelength. Sometimes, right, the worst thing you can do is buy an expensive player that you're not sure about, because all you do is stop yourself getting somebody better moving forward. Bro, that's actually crazy that you said that, because I was thinking, big up Martin, he said, vlog you down in a pint of Guinness in Dundalk. I was thinking we're going Ireland pre-season. Mbappe shoots, straight the keeper. And I was thinking, while I'm in Ireland, I should actually go to Dundalk. Where is Dundalk? Like, is it far from... Is Dundalk in Dublin? Or is it close? No, it's not. It's 50 miles away. That would actually be a great vlog, wouldn't it, if I went to Dundalk. Do a tour of the stadium and say, look, man, I've been, kind of trolling this team for years, but I'm here. I'm going to buy a Dundalk shirt. Big up to you, Martin, man. Big C, yesterday was my birthday, 1985 stand-up. Big up S Runny, man. Member for 55 months, you legend. Hope you had a good birthday, bro. Free kick to Sweden. Ayari to take it. Crossing position. Oh, it's quite far out, actually. And he's overhit it. Not a great game. But I think that, Elise, heavy touch. This will suit Sweden. Sweden will go in at half-time. Graham Potter will be delighted with this. Frustrated them. 0-0. Arsenal should sign Jan Sommer as backup, says Rish. He'd be a very good sign, and I rate him. Would he take being a backup? That would be the thing. But he's, yeah, Kepa. I don't rate Kepa. Gunner for life. Love the stream. Who do you actually think we sign? It's hard to say, isn't it? The market's a mess. Mbappe on the run, Barcola on the left-hand side. What's he got? He's got pace. He doesn't find him at the back post. Kunde was waiting, so was Dembele. Elise, 25 yards out. Whee! Just wide. Honestly, people, I'm going to be honest with you. He right now, every time he touches the ball, I get like something's going to happen. He is absolutely on fire, Elise. He's playing with that arrogance about him, like, I'm the best player in this French team. I used to see him and think, oh, he looks a bit shy, you know, the interviews, he doesn't really talk. He's very nonchalant. I used to think, he might struggle in that French team, man. There's some big personalities. When he gets the ball, it's like, bro, even if Mbappe's making the run, he don't care, he'll shoot. Oh, Barcola, pace, he's burnt him. What you got? Wins a throw-in. Elise is absolutely on fire. He's taking that Bayern Munich confidence. No, everything. They're doing everything. Corner, I'll take it. Give me the ball. He actually looks even better in the 10 than he does on the right because he's getting more of the ball and he can drift everywhere. He's so good, man. How much they pay for him? Like 50 million. It's ridiculous. He's absolutely ridiculous. Whips the corner in back post. Headed away. Big up Not Sonny, man, who said, oh, is Dembele? They will not let Dembele cut in on his left. 2 players on him. Big C, hope you're good. Big up, bro. Can't complain, you know. Some are available for free. Listen, if you'd be willing to take backup, I'd sign him. Elise is the best player in the tournament. He's definitely up there. You'd say Messi because 6 goals probably, but in terms of all-round performances, he's been unreal. He's been absolutely unreal. Obviously, Lamine hasn't been fully fit, which is a shame because he's one of my favourite players as well. Big up to everyone locked in. Just under 2,000 of you tuned in. Ball looking for Isak. Upamecano shields it home. Sidolf said, I agree, Curtis. I would buy Rashford for 30 million. At least he scores goals. He's prem proven than splash 100 million on a bang average potential. Bro, you go and get Rashford for 30 million. Next summer, you put him on the bench. You go and get Leao for 50 million. If he's not as good as we hope he is, next summer, you put him on the bench. 50 million is not the end of the world. You can go and get your Yildiz. You can go and get somebody else that is going to be the long-term solution. Maybe Luis Enrique leaves PSG. You go for Kvara. Oh, Elise's shot saved. He's the man, bro. He's the man. Everything is going through Elise. Vinny Jr., a year left on his contract. Maybe next summer he doesn't renew. Then Vinny's on the market for nothing. You got to just be careful. Mbappe. Wow. 1-0 to France. Kylian Mbappe. I said it before and I said it again, people. The best player in the world. He is the king of World Cups. He's the king of the World Cups, people. What a goal. Kylian Mbappe. Who else? Sends the defender to the shops and just curls it into the far corner. What a player. Elise into Dembele, into Mbappe, corner of the area, step over shimmy. So easy. Too quick, too sharp. Defender gets sent to the shops. 1-0 to Allez les Bleus. The problem with he is, bro, honestly, I'm always out here saying, bro, Kylian, this is the closest thing we've ever seen to R9. And R9's my favourite player of all time. So that's why I'm such a big fan of Kylian. because he makes it look so easy. Do you know what I mean? Top goal scorer in La Liga, top goal scorer in the Champions League, and now one behind Messi for potentially top goal scorer in the World Cup. He's phenomenal. But of course, he's a player. You've got the other players are going to have to do a lot of work. Sweden whipped in. Could be an equaliser. Oh, what a miss. Yo, this French defending, man. Was it Gyökeres? Was it Gyökeres who Mbappe skipped? Please don't do that. It weren't Big Vic. It can't have been Big Vic. It's Gyökeres. No, that can't be Gyökeres, surely. It's Gyökeres, man. Bless him. What's he meant to do, man? Look at him. He can't reach the ball. Ah, Brock Lesnar, man. I feel for you. You can't leave Gyökeres in the area trying to defend Mbappe. Look at him looking at the ball going. He's thinking, I wish I could shoot that quick. Ah. Nah, that was sad, man. Why they got him so far back like that? He's one-on-one with him. Sweden have still got a chance, though, man. The French back four looks shaky. Alanga gets down the side, pulls it back. Oh, jeez. I'm watching a replay. I'm going mental. It's been a long day, people. I'm watching the same replay of the chance that I've just seen and thinking that it's something new. Now I'm seeing the next one. That looks like a penalty, by the way. That's a pen, surely. Or has he dived? Is that not a penalty? That's a pen, innit? He grabs his arm. Listen, I'm not saying he's R9 levels, by the way. I'm saying he reminds me of him stylistically. Oh, was he offside? Wow, that's a pen if that ain't offside. Mbappe's going mad at someone. Bro, adds midstream. Bro, Dylan, honestly, I've explained it so many times. I don't know what's going on. There was an update the other day on YouTube. They changed the whole monetization thing. All of a sudden, ads galore. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if they're trying to force people to get YouTube Premium. I've tried all three settings and everybody says I keep getting ads. I don't know why it's happening. Halftime whistle goes 1-0 to France. Kylian twisting up Gyökeres, man. Sad. Don't do that to him, man. Elise has been the best player by far. I don't have ads and I'm not on premium. I don't know why that happens, man. I don't get it. Is it depend where you are in the world? Are you on a VPN? Start. Nah, you can't. Look at why are you asking? You can't ask questions like that, man. It's a horrific question. All you want is to hear me say sell Saka because you can't stand Saka, can you? I don't want to even answer the other two players. It's not fair. Me, you know, I'm an R9 fan. Maradona, of course, is a GOAT. So we'll leave it. Big up. You're being unreasonable. You know what I mean? Big up Vegas Gunner. 5 memberships. Big up to you. Big up to the 5 members who've been gifted a membership. Haaland getting the job done with Norway makes me give him even more reverence. I tilt my hat to ceiling raisers. Bro, listen. If you are a striker watching football or you just watch football and you admire players, this guy Haaland, bro, is not a joke. I'm telling you now. Listen, he plays for Man City. They've been an op for us for the last couple of years, trying to win the league and eventually winning the league. He's unbelievably good. I'm telling you. A lot of people downplay how good Haaland is because, you know, he's not in the game. He just pops up with a goal. The guy is like 6'5". His movement is incredible. The fact he gets so many chances is because his game understanding is crazy. He's rapid for a guy of that size as well. He can shift. He's a top player. And I actually do think that Man City have made him a little bit of the goal-scoring robot. I think when he was at Dortmund, he was a bit more entertaining. Do you know what I mean? Like when he was with Sancho and Bellingham and them. I think City and Pep have just said, wait for the 18-yard box, you'll score 35 goals a season. And he plays a bit more of a boring game. But he's unbelievable. He's genuinely unbelievable. He makes scoring goals. I don't think any striker in the world makes scoring goals look easier than him. It's just so easy for him. It's ridiculous. And that's what I was fuming when he was available and we didn't go in for him. But at the time, we weren't good enough. So I understand it. But he's a top. I think he'll end up at Madrid or Barca. MJ, Asnat and Dundalk got the same amount. This is, bro, do you ever stop? He never stops. He's back. Henry is nowhere near Kylian. Champions League, World Cup, Euros, Prem, FA Cup, Invincible. Just relax. Robbie said no to Mbappe for Saka and Nelly. He exaggerated that, right? Because I was there. We spoke about it in a bar in LA, and we was all saying yes to both. He went online and then said we wouldn't swap them. No, you would swap them, and you know you would. You know what I mean? He was trying to be the good guy to the Arsenal fans. I don't care. I just come out and say, yo, I think I said on a stream once, for Mbappe, I'd sell like 12 players in the training ground and win the dog. Get rid of all of them. How does an ad come on as you read my super chat about ads? That's crazy. Honestly, people, if anybody knows, let me know. You know me, I'm on Hotmail, people. Like, I'm not the most tech savvy, you know. But I don't know how. Dictator Mbappe has arrived. I think he's the best player in the world. I really do. A lot of people don't. But then when I say who's better than him and I hear the names, I'm like, well, he ain't better than him. So that's where I find it interesting. There's a lot of people who don't think Mbappe is the best in the world. But then I say who's better and I hear like, I'm like, well, nah. He ain't done what he's. This guy scored a hat trick in a World Cup final. It's crazy. I love Lamine. You guys know I'm a massive Lamine fan. Lamine he ain't done the work to be better than him. He ain't done it yet. Like he's doing it at club level and a little bit for Spain, but not enough for me. Not enough. Messi's still better. I mean, World Cup he's been amazing, but you know he's playing for Inter Miami, so at club level he ain't got. There's no real expectation and pressure on him. But Kylian for me. Oh yeah, Dens. Oh, but he'd ruin the dressing room. You know when Arsenal fans online saying they wouldn't take Mbappe. I wouldn't take Mbappe because he'd ruin the dressing room. Scoring goals like that, mate. Smash the dressing room up. Do what you want. Look at that goal. Hey boy, move. How you doing Gyökeres dirty? Like, why is Gyökeres diving in? Just stand up. What a goal. Gyökeres, look at Gyökeres looking at the ball going. I feel for Gyökeres, man. Look. No, why are you doing Vic like that, man? Send Victor back. Send him back to the changing rooms, man. Send him back to sober. Gyökeres dived in while he dropped a step over on him, went on the floor, and he's just watching the ball curling, thinking, I wish I could do that. Oh, dear. Funny, man. But yeah, exactly. Why is he back in that situation? If Eze would have went to Bayern, Elise to us, would Eze be who we were talking about right now? That's a good point, you know. It's a good point. It doesn't help. Can you imagine Elise playing for Arsenal? He'd be at right back. He'd be at right back, bro. He wouldn't look half the player. You know how much defensive work he'd be doing? Would you take Rabiot at Arsenal? Nah, not for me. I think we can get better. The thing that I really don't want to see this season is winning a league title and signing players that you should be going for when you're sort of finishing fourth. Like, bro, we were trying to sign Rabiot when Wenger was here. Do you know what I mean? He's a decent midfielder. He's not terrible, but come on. I need to see that upgrade in. We've won the league, so we're now going into a different market. I don't want to, yeah. And his mum's crazy. His mum's his agent. When I start throwing certain names out online, people go, "Oh, stop being stupid. You can't get them." When I say like Vinny, they go, "Don't be stupid, man. Arsenal can't." No, but I want Arsenal to have that mentality that I want Arsenal to go for big players. Don't sign players that we could get when we were 7th and 8th. But we'll see. Honestly, bro, the Vinny thing, I just think make an offer. Man, 130 for Barcola, 130 for Rogers, 60 for Baradi. The market is sus. Let's buy Solis, Guy, develop Ethan, Kone, and buy Leon Rashford. I just think, I mean, look, if they're top draw players, you might have to pay 100 mil. You know, we paid 100 mil for Declan Rice. Let's be real. Declan Rice is not an unbelievable football player in the sense of like technical ability and things he does on the ball. You don't see Declan Rice on the ball and go, oh my days, you're doing things that hardly anybody can do. A lot of Declan Rice's best qualities is what he can do physically. He can consistently run up and down the pitch. He wins the ball back. He goes on brilliant driving runs. His set piece delivery is incredible. You know, a lot of his best quality is his power and athleticism. So I don't mind Arsenal spending 100 million on a player, and his leadership and his personality is huge. But we've waited years for a left winger. Don't force the signing of a player that's not that good, that's going to cost you 100 million. Instead, you can go and buy somebody cheaper that still might be an upgrade, but then still allows you in 12 months' time to go, do you know what? Let's say Yildiz was the one they really want. You might get Yildiz next summer. Let's say Luis Enrique leaves PSG. You might get Kvara. Vinny's out of contract next summer. If he doesn't renew, you might be able to get him on a free. Although there's no such thing as a free. I just think don't force it. Do you know what I mean? I've seen. No, listen, by the way, I'm not saying that Rice isn't worth the money. He's worth every penny. He's worth every single penny. I think he's up there as our most important player. But what I'm saying is we're not buying him. Like when we bought Declan Rice, he's not Paul Scholes. He's not Steven Gerrard. He's not unbelievable on the ball. It's his all-round game that makes him so well-rounded. He can do everything well, but he's not exceptional on the ball. Do you know what I mean? He's not Kevin De Bruyne. So I think we have to be careful. You've seen clubs do it before, like, you know, Real Madrid lost Benzema. They were waiting for Mbappe, so they went a year with no striker effectively and won the Champions League with Jude Bellingham false nine. There was a year, I think, when City got rid of Aguero. They were waiting for Haaland. They played false nine, Raheem Sterling or Foden, and won the league. So what my advice would be to Arsenal is, if you're not seeing the left winger that you really want, don't force 100 million on a winger that you don't really want. You know, maybe wait 12 months or get somebody cheaper and go again. But listen, Ryan, I've said it so many times. Bruno Guimaraes is absolutely one of the best value signings. I mean, Lawrence, big up Lawrence. He was in the chat the other day. We were saying, how much would you go to for Bruno? And I said, bro, I'd go up to like 70, 75 million. And people think that's crazy because he's 28, but I don't care. 28 for a centre midfielder is your peak years. Like, Bruno Guimaraes, for me, is one of the best signings we can make this summer with the players that we're currently being linked with. I think we would finally have the midfield where you would go, let's be honest, the Thomas Partey Rice and the Partey Xhaka, probably the two best midfields we've had. I don't even think the Rice Zubimendi midfield was that great, considering we waited like a year, 2 years for Zubimendi. Yeah, he started well, but he just faded as the season went on. Now, listen, you've got to give him time. New league, a lot more intense. I genuinely think Bruno and Rice would be... That's a crazy midfield. Bruno's got so much quality on the ball. Look at that pass he played yesterday to Martinelli. People were saying, oh, when I was tweeting it, people were going, that's not a hard pass. I said, trust me, not every midfielder even looks for that ball. He's got 4 assists in 4 games for Brazil. He's the top assist maker in the World Cup. I think he's better than Elliot Anderson. Let's put that out there. Bruno Guimaraes better than Elliot Anderson. Elliot Anderson just cost 116 million because he's English and because he's 23. Yeah, Bruno's 28, so people think, no sell-on value. I don't care about sell-on value. Sign him, keep him for 4 years, sell him for 10 million. He would be finally the Granit Xhaka replacement, which is crazy that it's taken this long to properly replace him. And I'd say he's better than Granit Xhaka. That is, at the moment, one of my number 1 signings that I want Arsenal to make. He would be an unbelievable signing. If they can then get a top quality left winger, then you've had an unbelievable start to the window. Bruno Guimaraes is a complete midfielder. Man can do everything on the ball, off the ball, scores, goals, assists. Sign him up, Arsenal. Big up Sidorf, I agree. He's top draw. What do you make of Xhaka to Chelsea? Good luck to him. I'm not bothered. I didn't rate him at Arsenal. He had 1 good season. If Chelsea think a 33-year-old Xhaka is a good signing, then that's there. If Arsenal sign Granit Xhaka now, I'd be fuming. And, a lot of Arsenal fans are upset. Oh, he's going to Chelsea. So what? He ain't no Arsenal legend. Do you know what I mean? He was bang average for 5 years. Where's my super chat though? Big up K Stacks. He said, never mind, my fault. I want S tiers, no A or B. Exactly, bro. I'm with you. Big up to you though, bro, with the super chats. Big up everyone locked in. 2,000 of you locked in. Big up Fitz Joseph. And listen, Fitz has got a display or profile picture with a big smile on his face. This is Mr. Fitz Joseph kick the door down with the shotgun and call out everyone at the football club. He's a happy man. We are Premier League champions. Fitzjoseph said, if Arsenal don't buy elite players in this window as champions, they never will. It's time to stop the make-do attitude and move massive. And I absolutely agree with you. If they don't target world-class players in this window, because a lot of fans do the work for Arsenal. So when you say Arsenal should sign a world-class player, they say things like, Arsenal don't sign superstars, they create them. Come on, change your mindset. Do you know what I mean? That's old school mentality. That can change. Man City were probably saying that at one point. We can sign top quality players. Oh, France booting the ball out for a throw-in. The game's gone, people. The game's gone. I would rather pay 130 for Vinny, not Rodgers. Probably pay more. Don't get twisted, people. Just because Villa are saying 130 for Rodgers, still might get him for less. A lot of it depends on what he does and how much they need to balance the books. That's where it'll all figure itself out. We ain't going to pay 130 million for Rodgers. But that Elliot Anderson deal's causes a problem. Alanga looking for Gyökeres, goes out for a throw-in to Sweden. Big C, Kylian is too good. No one can stop him. I just think he's on a... You've got to think in Mbappe's mind. You go to a World Cup, you win the Golden Boot. You score a hat-trick in a World Cup final. Something... When was that last done? And you come away as runner-up. You'll be looking at your teammates like, yo, what more do you want me to do? I scored a hat-trick. I even scored my penalty in the shootout. Kolo Muani misses a one-on-one in the last minute. He's on a revenge mission, bro. This is personal to him. You've gone Real Madrid. You've won the Golden Boot in La Liga and the Champions League. And the fans are doing petitions to get you out, bro. He's got a point to prove. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like he works a bit harder in a French shirt as well. Because French fans, man, they don't mess around. They'll pull up on him at the airport. Rodgers off the table now at 130. I'd be patient. I don't think that deal is just gone yet because they're asking for big money. I think you could still get him. But it depends how he acts. The problem he got with Rodgers is that he signed a new contract last summer. So unless there's unless there's pressure financially on them, could be difficult. But apparently he wants the Arsenal move. Did you see what Ruggieri did? No. Let's have a look. An Italian woman has revealed horrifying DMs from Ruggieri. The video shows Ruggieri. Wow. Gee, no, that's mad. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Elton said, still live rent free in everyone's head. Klopp too. Kloppy being linked with the German job, I think. Which I think would be a good move for him. LeBron waited until Bronny's 2.3 million contract was fully guaranteed before letting the Lakers know he was moving on. Bro, come on, man. You're a dad. You're a dad first. You're an athlete second. So he made sure, yo, has Bronny got the bag? Cool. Now I'm out of here. I'm surprised. Like, I read something the other day that they was, yo, Barcola is quick, by the way. I read something the other day that Bronny might go with him, but probably not. Probably not. Your father first, man. You got to make sure his son's right, and then you can do what you want. He might also be looking at it thinking, I need to give him some space to be himself, rather than people who basically just go, oh, it's LeBron's son. He needs to actually be Bronny and develop. So I think LeBron, maybe it's going to help Bronny if LeBron gets out of his way. Just let him develop, you know. Big up Ezekiel, who said, I'm enjoying your content, Big C. Big up, man. I appreciate it. Big up to everyone locked in. Big up the Twitch gang as well. My goat finesse the Lakers, smart as hell. You can't blame him, can you? Vegas Gunner said, Curtis, I agree with you. Let's get Liao on the wing. He'd be cheaper, and he's a good player. I mean, listen, I've been a Liao fan for a while. Even I can acknowledge Liao ain't as good as he looked before. I don't know if it's just Allegri has destroyed him a bit from playing him up front for a year with a 5 at the back, you know, where he's an out-and-out winger. But we bought Noni for 50 million as a squad player. I think. But having said that, a lot of the things we're seeing are that apparently Arsenal really like Barcola. So I do think they are trying to get him. Yeah, my light is dimming. So if I look like I've been on, yeah, you look orange. I know, Terry's chocolate orange. Look like I've been tangled. My light wasn't on charge. So now I look, yeah. We will be there, people. Big up to Shola Boffin. Big up to you, bro. Said bless up, Big C. Big up to you, brother. Appreciate the support. Did you see Klopp's comments about Arsenal after Germany got knocked out? No. Is he dissing us? What's going on? Haaland on 5, Mbappe on 5, Messi on 6. What's Kloppy said? What's Kloppy said about Arsenal? On that disallowed German goal, if that's a disallowed goal, then Arsenal wouldn't be English champions. They scored 60% of their goals like that. I mean, it's a bit of a backhanded compliment. Do you know what I mean, Kloppy? You don't need to mention us. Kloppy, lad. Forget Ruggieri. Have you seen what Bastoni did? What's going on here, man? What happened to these brothers? Oh, Dembele touch. Oh, they're cooking. Kunde gets in the area, pulls it back. Oh, the pass ain't good enough. I can't see anything. Bastoni. It's under. Oh, yeah. Blood clot. That man are going crazy, man. What's going on here? I just see the story now. Boy, them stories are dark, people. Anyway, Villa got fined for PSR and FFP. I saw Newcastle got in trouble. I didn't know Aston Villa did. That's maybe where we can still get him in terms of Rodgers. I didn't know Villa got up. 4 Premier League clubs have been given financial penalties. Villa have been fined for a significant breach, 12.9 million. of the fine is suspended. Villa will face a restriction on registration on new players. Yeah, and Newcastle have been done as well. Here's a chance. 2-0, game over. Bradley Barcola. Boo, 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 boo. Yeah. The celebration alone, people. 75 million, bring him to the carpet. Bradley Barcola, 2-0. The celebration's cold, innit? Get Gyökeres on a flight. His World Cup's over. He looks stressed out as well. Saliba will win it for you, bro. Don't worry. Yeah, Sweden can't defend. Bradley Barcola, 2-0. Game done. They ain't coming back. France, too much firepower. Moving like Kevin Campbell's celebration. I know, man. Ball given away in midfield. It's poor. So much space in the middle. Ah, Lise, did he meg him with the pass? Oh, no, I need a break. Oh, this guy, Michael Elise, I swear he's nutmegged him with the through ball. I'm telling you now, people, this guy Elise he's megged him with the through ball, man. Oh, no. Bro, obviously I'm at I love the Barcola celebration, I can't lie. But the pass. That could be the best assist of the World Cup. How is he nutmegging him? I swear, this guy, oh man. That's the thing with France. You watch them first half and you go, they don't look that good. And then by what? We're in the 53rd, 54th minute. They've just done you off the pitch. 2-0, you're done. I'm telling you, people, I'm wearing today the French Arsenal training kit. Make Arsenal French again. I need to see French ballers playing for this club. Yeah. How have we not got French players? Apart from Saliba, of course. Honestly, I'm telling you, Elise he looks like the best player in the world, the way he's playing. I'm not seeing anybody doing what he's doing. In the 10, I thought he was good on the right. In the 10, madness. All right, Barcola, we take him still. And we try and make it work. But it needs to work. That celebration at the North Bank, down by the corner flag, I like it. Big up Normski in the chat, man. Make sure you go and follow him. Here's Alanga, right-hand side. Come on, Sweden. Get a goal. Make it interesting. Have Sweden had Isak and Gyökeres? I'm not even sure they've had a shot. Would you take Luis Diaz? All day long, bro. All day long. But he wouldn't. What is he now? 29, and he looks settled at Bayern Munchen. Gunnar Genk said Bron is my goat, but I'll be sick if he joins Golden State. Just because of the rivalry in it, and then, but I think he's so. Apparently, him and Draymond are like best friends, and him and Steph Curry are close. Jimmy Butler's there. I mean, it'd be a mad one. Where would I love to see him? Yo, these men are having a wrestling match. There's a corner. These lot are just wrestling. Arteta would be loving this. Ball whipped in. Goes wide. Goal kick. I reckon he'll go Cleveland. But who knows? Money talks, man. Big up to Lil Brother, who said, agree with you with the silly numbers we are seeing. Get a decent price specialist, maybe outside the Prem. Go big for Vinny this year or next. The Prem prices are silly. The Prem is a bad market right now. It only takes one deal. Grealish, a few years ago. Somebody sets off with 100 million plus deal and the market's finished. This Elliot Anderson deal has polluted the Premier League market. Which amazingly, if you can get a Bruno Guimaraes for 65 mil, that is an absolute bargain with the quality that he is. Arteta won't sign French. He barely kept Saliba, yeah. I think they're too wavy for him, French players, man. You seen how them man turn up for international duty? It's like a fashion show. You know what I mean? Yo, Shy, big up, bro. I didn't even see your comments, man. Big up. Yeah, I see you there, bro. Was you not taking Dye from Everton? No, what's Elise doing? I swear they need to take him off. Why is he playing? No, why? Look at him. He's taking the mick. He thinks they're in the cage. He thinks we're playing cage football in London. Look what he's doing. He's playing set. Look at him. Take him off. If I was playing for Sweden now, Elise's doing that. I'm 2-footing him. I'm writing him off. Saying, no, you ain't doing this. World Cup's done anyway. You'll miss the first qualifier for the Euros. So I'm just wiping him out. He's taking the mick. Yeah, to be fair, I've seen Kunde getting out in a dress. No one wants to see that. But some of them are swagged up still. But you know, you always get one who goes a bit too far with it. Here's Elise, cuts inside, rolls it into Kunde. Oh, he should have crossed it straight at the keeper. Elise's playing like he's in Hackney Marshes, like playing with his friends. It's a joke. He costs 55 million. Sorry, I was just reading. Elise is mocking it, and we have Eze. Skirt, how do you get the wrong player? It's funny, though, because somebody said earlier, and they made a good point, like, listen, I don't think Eze would look like this, but if Eze went Bayern, he'd probably ball out in the 10. They're so dominant. Elise at Arsenal wouldn't look like this, bro. He'd be at right back defending. Isak is washed. I wouldn't get too caught up on Sweden. They're not that good. Isak could still go Liverpool next season and bang goals in, you know what I mean? Okay, I saw that we're being... How typical would that be? I'm saying Arteta needs to sign French players. We're being linked with the goalkeeper from Leeds, the second choice. I said make Arsenal French. I meant real French dons, not just like French backup dancers. No, Gyökeres is actually getting beat up. He's got a forearm smash to the face from Upamecano. He's getting beat up. Honestly, Gyökeres, get him in the airport lounge. Get him out. Yeah, this is easy work for France now. I think you'll see subs. Elise is a cheat code. Yeah, he's a joke. Big up low AC French ballers too wavy for Mikel. I'm telling you. Too much Louis Vuitton drip. Too many shiny Lambos, man. He ain't on that. The man think Isak's washed. He ain't washed, bro. He had an injury-prone season, late pre-season as well. He's playing for a poor team. He's going to look better, isn't he, in Liverpool's team with an attacking manager. Mbappe scoops over the top. Oh, no, it's been cleared. Gyökeres looks like he's in WWF, bro. Royal Rumble. Here's Elise. Oh, hey, good save. Palmed out for a corner. Please take Saliba off. Nurse is back. You could do with taking him off, actually, if they got centre back on the bench. Kanate. Give Kanate a run out, man. People stop the Eze hate at Crystal Palace. Eze was better than Elise. Elise took his game to another level. Eze stay stagnant. Elise has more freedom to play. Bro, if you're a creative player playing for Arsenal, you've seen it, man. You're going to end up defending. Yeah, look at Saka, look at Odegaard, look at Eze. It's not a coincidence. Martinelli. They all look better a couple of years ago because the system has got more and more defensive. Now, it's worked. We've won the league. So ultimately, great. The title's there. But to go to the next level, we're going to have to improve the attack. At the moment, you could argue there isn't one attacking player at Arsenal who's had a good season. Now, they're not all bad players. Saka was being talked about as one of the best right wingers in the world. Do you know what I mean? Martinelli in the Brazil squad. Odegaard was being compared to Bruno Fernandes. And De Bruyne even, people were comparing him to. You would never compare him to them guys now. How far away he's gone. I still think Eze is a good player. He's just the way he plays football, that laid-back nature, I think it will always struggle with a manager like Arteta. Because Arteta just demands pure hard work, pure running, pure intensity. But yeah, I agree. I agree, bro. I actually think at Palace, Eze was higher rated than Elise. But Elise's just gone crazy. Dembele finds Koundé. Can we get another couple goals? Whipped in. Dembele goes through to the goalkeeper. Dutch manager resign. Yep, Koeman's quit. Who do you think England play right back against Congo? Probably Jed Spence. They got no right backs fit, have they, apart from him, so they probably have to play him. They should beat Congo, but I don't think it'll be a great game. No, AC, why can't we get Germany Havertz for Arsenal? Bro, I don't want Germany Havertz. I don't want Arsenal Havertz. I don't want Chelsea Havertz. Yeah, he still missed a pen. He's still confusing and frustrating to watch. Yeah. There ain't no version of it. Maybe the Leverkusen one, we take that one, but we ain't seeing that one. Brazil 02 or France 26? Brazil 02, bro. It's probably the best I've ever seen at international level. Ronaldinho, Ronaldo, Rivaldo. We need to chill. That question's almost blasphemy, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Brazil v Norway, Gabriel versus Haaland. Come on, Gabby. Send them home. Brazil 02, bro, when Ronaldinho drops that step over on Ashley Cole, does the no-look pass to Rivaldo. Rivaldo opens up his body and just bends it in the bottom corner past David Seaman. R9, 2 goals in the final to secure the Golden Boot. 4 years after the madness in France 98. It's a different level, bro. France are cooking, by the way. Mbappe play the ball, rolls it into Elise. Oh, it's deflected wide. I'm telling you, though, when they counter-attack, it's a problem. It's strange, this French team, right? Their defence, their goalkeeper looks a bit shaky sometimes. Their back four looks like it can be got at. Their middle of midfield looks a little bit lacking sort of flair and movement. But it's just simply, once that front four get the ball, good luck. Do you know what I mean? Good luck. Elise's pulling strings. Dembele's the Ballon d'Or winner. Barcola's running at people sharp. And then you got Mbappe up front doing a madness. Oh, Ali's on. Somali brother. Yeah, big him up, man. Big up the Somali brother Ali. He looked sharp in the last game, to be honest. Scouts are watching Barcola tonight, apparently, yeah. As they should be anyway. I didn't really understand why that was headline news, but maybe they've flown over to watch him, and that looks offside, Rabiot. What was interesting is Sammy Mokbel is now saying that Arsenal have had encouragement. So I wonder if this news of Diamande to PSG has caused a change in PSG's attitude towards selling him. And obviously he's not stupid. He will be looking, thinking he ain't getting game time. You know what I mean? So start left wing at Arsenal or sit on the bench at PSG, he might think I'll take the Arsenal move. Do you know what I mean? So we'll see. Sweden keeper might. He's had a busy day, hasn't he? Sweden keeper. They want a bidding war. Now that's the problem, innit? Liverpool want him as well. But you'd think, I mean, Liverpool have got Gakpo. They got Rio and Gamoa. And they just signed that Spanish winger, I'm sure plays on the left. Although apparently he can play on the right. What do you think of Barcola? Big up Litty Committee. Like, he's exciting, but frustrating. Do you know what I mean? He pops up with a goal, I like his close ball control and his pace. You know, he doesn't seem like a head down running straight lines player. He can drift in and out of people and he's very quick. I always thought my number one issue with Barcola, I always said, was he's inconsistent in front of goal and he looks a bit lightweight. But then the French league is very physical. So I don't know. I don't know. Another hydration break. 23 minutes left, people. Spicy Mad Wakey, yeah. France 18 was better. Yeah, that Pogba and yeah, N'Golo, Mata, yeah. That France team was insane. Just collectively, I mean, I know they had Giroud up top, but Griezmann, Mbappe, Pogba, N'Golo. Oh, people saying, oh, jeez. Lindelof has stolen a living. Yeah, he's such a mid player, isn't he? Sat on United's bench for years, making a fortune. And nicked a Villa move. Hydration break in the Prem. I don't. They will get it in eventually. It's too much money. Too much money. They'll start by saying, you know, when we have a heat wave or something, they'll go, oh, hydration break. Then Sky will start showing you adverts, and then they'll try and ease it in there. I don't think they'll just do it straight away, but they will. They will do it. That Noosa looked good today. Saw a stat saying Diamande hasn't registered a shot on target in the World Cup. Is that true? That's absolutely mental. Diamande. Shot on. Barcola, if they're watching him today, he's been pretty good. Yeah, just see it. Diamande hasn't registered a shot on target in 4 games. That's what you have to pay 120 million, 100 million for that. No shots on target. 100 mil. No goals. No, he did. No goals. No shots on target. 100 million. Game's gone. Must be the best sport in the world to play now if you can make it to the top. They give you 100 million for not doing your job. Yeah, Kawhi back to the Raptors. It hasn't been announced yet, but it's apparently happening. Raptors near deal to trade for Kawhi. NBA, do you know how long I've been waiting for the NBA to have a summer of multiple big trades? You've got LaMelo to Minnesota. You've got Ja Morant to Portland. LeBron's left the Lakers. He's going to join a new club or franchise. And Kawhi's going to the Raptors. It's actually going to be exciting. How much will Elise cost us? I honestly think if I was Bayern Munich's owners right now and you came in for Elise, I'd ask for 200 million. I'd ask for what Neymar cost. He's that good. And he's what, 24? Come on, man. I'd say what, 200 mil? Nah, move then, get out of here. Do you know what I mean? Nice. Fake said, see, if I didn't do my hamstring, I would be balling out. Hamstrings are horrible, man. Giannis to the Heat. How can I forget Giannis? That's one of the biggest. Giannis to the Heat. Imagine LeBron goes to the Heat as well. That would be crazy. Kane to Barcelona. Apparently, they reckon he's already rejected it. 2 against 2. Mbappe rolls it to Elise. He's missed it. Oh, my days. He had such a good game. I feel like the first touch was a bit heavy. Maybe he won't be 200 million. Oh, the first touch is a bit heavy. It gets away from him. He tries to nutmeg the... Yeah, take 100 mil off it. He should have scored that. 2v1. Mbappe rolls it into Elise. Ends up trying to nutmeg the goalkeeper. He's got to score that, but 2-0 up, you get away with it. Hope LeBron joins the Knicks. I haven't heard... When I just saw that report, it said Golden State, Miami, and Cleveland are the 3 that are being linked. Yeah, to be fair, I think it's they'd say like Barcola, Bradley Barcola, but then English. We're just like, Barcola. I love unselfish Mbappe. I'm telling you, Mbappe for France, I think, is different mentality to Madrid. The French, this Ali brother's twisting man up. Although Koundé's done all right there. Give a goal kick. That's a corner. Sweden, they started the game quite well, but they've worn them down, haven't they? Yeah, LeBron seems like he wants to play in the team with Steph Curry. Coca-Cola. Bar Coca-Cola. Bradley Bar Coca-Cola. I'm at the point now, I'll take him, to be honest. Even though he wouldn't be at the top of my list, I'll take. We need a left winger that can dribble, that's quick. There aren't many. Mercedes or BM? I always said, right, with Mercedes and BM, like, if you're buying lower range, like 20 grand, those sorts of prices, I think BMs are better. I think Mercedes, because Mercedes are luxury cars, I think they get better the more money you spend. So I think if you're spending big money, go for a Merc. But I think BMs, Elise, what a... Wow. 3-0 Kylian Mbappe. Oh, the ball from Elise. There's no better team in this World Cup. They might as well pay me for my bet now. Elise is crazy. He's the best number 10 in the world. I can't believe how he's playing football. Mbappe, great finish, touches it out his feet, does the Henry finish. Look at Mbappe. He's actually hyped by Elise. You can tell the smile. He's like, yo, what's wrong with this guy? And he's leveled up with Messi now as top. Mbappe, yeah, you're the best. Look at the little back heel. Nice. Look at this, man. This is football, people. This is, and I ain't talking about the game from PlayStation back in the day. These two are restoring my faith in the beautiful game. Look at the celebration. Look at all of it. The skill, the pass. It's absolutely incredible. Don't you dare give offside, honestly. I'm telling you now, you are not going to see better football anywhere than what you are seeing with those two. It's ridiculous. Elise, I don't even understand how he's this good in the 10. I thought he was unreal on the right. He's the best 10 in the world. I'm honestly, if you're not watching the game, you might think, yo, why is he hyping like this? I promise you, people, they are balling out. Real Madrid should go for Elise. You need them two in the same team. I'd absolutely rip the bank up to get him out of Bayern Munich. And I think he'd leave, It's Real Madrid. Mbappe's there. There's a few other French players there. But Bayern probably wouldn't sell him. That's absolutely ridiculous. Mbappe back heels it. Elise turns. Mbappe makes the run. Elise plays the ball between the right back and the centre back. The weight of the ball is just sensational. Mbappe opens up his body. Henry finish. It is genuinely throwing the towel. Look at him on the break every time. Barcola is rapid. He should have played that. Mbappe's looking for the hat-trick. Here's Elise. It's out wide to Doué. Oh, nearly. Who came off then? Dembele came off for Doué. And Gusto, I think, came on. Did they take Saliba off? Please tell me they took Saliba off. I'm assuming they've took Koundé off. They better not mash up Saliba, man. I'm telling you. Give him a break. The French are a cheat code. Oh, Koundé came off. Take Saliba off, man. What's going on? Give him a break. Their attack is genuinely, it's unfair. It's not fair. There's too much pace. There's too much skill. Got the Ballon d'Or winner on the right. You've got Elise playing like the best player in the world. You got Barcola just twisting man up rapid. You're bringing on Doué. How can you? Yeah, how can you bring on Doué? England are starting Anthony Gordon. You know what I mean? England are starting Gordon and Noni Madueke. These men are bringing on Doué. Doué's one of the best wingers in the world, probably. Them men are just going, yeah, go on, mate, 20 minutes. Just do a few step overs and then they could flick a coin. Do we play Doué or do we play Barcola? Theo Hernandez coming on for Digne. Yeah, you're right, people. Cherky's on the bench. Cherky ain't even coming on. I mean, it's the closest we've seen, but it still ain't better than that Brazil 0-2. But this attack is... I can't see anybody beating this French team. But football's weird because, let's be real, France didn't look great in the first half. Now, if you're playing a better team, you might concede. And then how would they deal with the pressure? I'm not sure. Well, have they been behind in a game? There's a Langer. It's a chance. Jokeris in if they slide him. No, great recovery. He's had a tough day, man. Upper Meccano gets his body in. Get Jokeris on the plane ASAP. You're destroying his confidence. I don't think he's even had a shot. Tim Hardaway Jr. has agreed to go to the Miami Heat. 5 assists for Elise. Oh, he's took over Bruno. Bruno Guimaraes. Here's Mbappe looking for a hat-trick. Rolls it out. Barcola. Kylian's waiting. Kylian, get in the box, bro. Hatties are there. Leao Jokeris in America. See, we don't want him back. Oh, I thought he said Leao Jokeris. Man said leave Jokeris in America. What strike are you getting? You going to Havertz? I don't want to see that. Canada and France are the only teams that scored first and progressed to the round of 16. All the others that scored first went home. Big up Mohammed. Them stats there, you know. Gusto is on. Gusto's being linked with Man City. Strange move. Curtis, what's your favourite Drake album of all time? Mine is Headlines, the lyrics and soundtrack. I don't know with Drake, you know. I still think I prefer his old school albums, man. You know what I mean? Take Care and them ones, man. I don't know. I'm not a massive Drake fan, to be honest. I do like his music, but... Oh, Doué's just breezing past people. Oi, saved by the keeper. Elise is a cheat code. Yeah, he is. He is. Big C, my favourite artist. The content creator, I would pay 300 million for Elise. Is ridiculous. When I watch it, well... We couldn't pay the money that Bayern would want for him, and even then, would he even want to come to us? Look at that touch by Saliba, man. What a player. He's just world class. Alfred said, tell you what you want about Mbappe. He's not the reason PSG or Madrid wasn't winning. Those teams weren't constructed right. Even Messi and Neymar couldn't do it. Mbappe wins with France. Build proper. You've got to understand when Mbappe's in your team, you're going to give up something. Oh, Isak, he can't get the shot off. You're going to give up something defensively. You know, I heard Gary Neville talking about Cristiano Ronaldo saying that he used to tell him to stay up front. Don't defend. Like, you're that good going forward. Don't waste your energy defending. Barcola. Oh, he's just dropped 2 of them. Wow, it's gone white. No, Barcola. Stop doing all this skill because I get hyped when I see skill. No, 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 no. What are them 2 brothers doing? What are them 2 brothers doing? Why are they dancing like that? He's dropped them both to the floor. These men are getting destroyed. I think what we have to understand, by the way, is that Sweden can't defend. Do you know what I mean? So France are genuinely playing this like it's a friendly. They're so easy to. They're doing back heels to each other, step overs, 1-2s. They've absolutely given up. They can't get near them. Yeah, Barcola looks way better than Nelly and Trossard, but Martinelli Trossard would probably deal with this Sweden defence. What a touch. I reckon they'll score again, France. Mbappe's catting for the hat-trick. He's level on goals with Messi now. Yeah, Sweden in qualifying were getting battered, so they're definitely not. They're not very good. Bro, he's got them dancing. I thought they were in a Michael Jackson music video. I swear. You know that video where Michael Jackson leans to the side and people didn't know whether it was real? They're like the backup dancers in that video, leaning to the side. Both of them went as well. Oh, hey, Mbappe's trying to meg. We could do. Yeah, I want the Mbappe hat trick. Another Barcola one for the celebration as well. They're bringing on Cherky. Smooth criminal, yeah. You know them brothers just leaning to the side. This could be one. This has ended up being one of the easiest games of the World Cup. Sweden players look knackered. There's Doué. I'm telling you, bro, Barcola is the left winger. We need get it done. You know what? Crew's been saying it to me for a few weeks. He's like, yo, we need Barcola. I'm like, is he that good though? He's like, trust me, that's the one we need to get. I've seen things in this game where I'm like, ooh. What I liked about him this game, he's bringing off Mbappe on a hat-trick. I'm surprised he's allowing that. Fair play. I think Mbappe's genuinely showing a much better attitude for France. Elise's coming off as well. Standing ovation, but I don't know who's getting more of the standing ovation, Elise or Mbappe. He's took both the big hitters off, man. They have smoked this Sweden team. Mateta's old school, man. Shirt tucked in and everything. Cherky and Mateta come on. Elise and Kylian come off. What I like about Barcola, what I've seen in this game, is that he can dribble in tight spaces. He's not just 20 yards of space to run into. He's actually drawing people in and just going past them. Who wins player of the tournament? It's difficult, man. You know, football is a popularity contest. You look at the other day against Ghana. England were dreadful. Jude got man of the match. And I'm a big fan of Jude, by the way. I always defend him. He even came out in the interview and said, I shouldn't have got man of the match. It's a popularity contest. He actually played really well in the Panama game. 1 goal, 1 assist. So let's be real. If France win the World Cup, they'll give Mbappe player of the tournament because he will probably... It'll be him or Messi will probably win the Golden Boot. But the way Elise's playing, he's got to be in with a shout. Could this be the year Mbappe wins the Ballon d'Or? We know he's desperate for it. You take Mateta. Listen, I think Arsenal... It would be good if they got a different striker to go with Gyökeres, in my opinion. I would sell Jesus and Havertz, but I don't think we're going to buy a striker this year. I think they will. I think they'll keep Havertz and they'll keep Gyökeres and they'll have Marino and they'll get rid of Jesus. I think Kylian's got a different attitude for France. He has to. Do you know what I mean? The French, they won't accept all that. They'll move them up at the airport, bro. Their fans are crazy. Croupier links have gone, aren't they? Yeah. Bournemouth want dough, bro. They're not a team you can just grab a player off them for cheap. There's actually a story today that Arsenal have had an inquiry rejected for... No, look at Deschamps. Have you... What? No, Deschamps doing this to Mbappe as he's coming off the pitch. I've never in my life seen a manager do that. You're basically telling all the other players, like, yeah, he's the best player. He's just the best. How is he doing? Like, I swear, Mbappe might be picking the team. Even that time when the president turned up at their training camp, and the president's standing, oh, this could be a goal. Barcola's in behind. Mateo, oh, he's overhit the pass. Can they get another one? Oh, he's offside. Even when he was standing with the president and Deschamps and all the other players were standing on the other side of the road, and it was like, why is he standing with the with the president and the manager and all the other players? It's like, you boys stand over there. I got business to handle. They did say when Mbappe tried to leave PSG the first time, he had a meeting with the president of France to keep him at PSG for another year. Can you imagine what he offered him in that deal? He probably said, you can go tax free, you can have this, you can have that. We need you in France for another year. You're the biggest player. We need you in Paris for one more year. He is a general, bro. I swear down. When I seen this guy in the club in LA, bro, he was moving different. Walking, the guy's going to the bar and back with 4 security guards around him. Who's that Trezeguet? I ain't seen him for years. 4 security guards around him. And the crazy thing was, he wasn't even being like, the people in the club weren't even that locked into who he was. Like, he had a guy in front, guy behind, 2 next to it, and the guy you ever see him in them security guards flash that little pen? Gyökeres, he's got to score that Yock, man. Mike read it, tried to open up his body. He's got to smash that. I don't think he gets it far enough in that. Yo, that ref cam's sick. Ah, you'll be disappointed with that. I think you need... Nah, that's poor, man. That's nowhere near the corner. Got to do better than that, Yock. Just get him out of this tournament. Look, Isak's coming off. If you're a Liverpool fan, you just want Isak back home. You want Gyökeres back home. These man ain't doing nothing. But yeah, he was moving mad. Security guards had the flashlight. You know when they flash the light at you? So if anyone's trying to take a picture, it's like you're just blinded by the light. I said, bro, relax, man. You know what I mean? He wasn't even being hassled like that. But yeah, he was. He moves presidential, man. No, it was easy. Man said easy 3 points, bro. We ain't in the league, but I hear you. It was an easy dub. Yeah, for paparazzi. I said, yo, it's crazy. When we went to that club, there was journalists outside the club. And it was like, there was about 6 or 7 journalists lined up outside the club as we was going in. And they're all like, so we're like, yo, who's in the club? They're like, some soccer player called Mbappe. I'm like, bro, how are you just saying some soccer player called Mbappe? He's like one of the biggest players in the world. Do you know what I mean? And when I went in there, they weren't even that bothered about him. But his brother was in there, Trent was in there, Bellingham, Tchouaméni. President just wanted to look important standing next to Mbappe. How long we got left? 4 minutes added on. I was like, some soccer player? What are you talking about? Kylian's in there. American taxes, yeah. Man already saying France better than... Nah. You'll never see me say that. It wasn't a bad one, was it? It wasn't bad. The accent was all right. I don't want Yacht back. A lot of Arsenal fans, you know, of like, at the end of the season, they were already a little bit frustrated. Do you know what I mean? Now, I'm getting people in the chat daily saying, leave Gyökeres in America. Don't bring him back. People, as I said, you get rid of the ones at the bottom of the food chain. If you want Gyökeres gone, I've got 2 questions. Number 1, who are you replacing him with? Number 2, when are we selling Havertz and Jesus? Because they are not as good as Gyökeres. They've got to go first. I've seen Havertz for 3 years. Yeah. Not playing well. Failed in midfield. Not good enough up front. Yeah. So if you want Gyökeres gone, I need Jesus gone. I need Havertz gone. And then I need you to give me the replacements. I'm all ears, people. Who are we buying up front if you want these guys gone? I'm giving Gyökeres 1 more year. With proper service, I'm still of the belief that he can score. Yeah, Mateta, you see that volley, bro? Kung Fu kicks. Moving like Jean-Claude Van Damme in Kickboxer. Leave Johnny Bravo with the Yankee. I just want... Who are you replacing him with? That's all I'm asking. But I'm giving him 1 more season. Give him service. Give him a season. But it's got... Yeah, it does need to improve. We ain't lying. France are scary. Yeah, they're crazy. They're crazy, bro. Best player you played with? Probably 2 stand out. One is Tom Huddleston, who played for Tottenham. His technique was a joke. He was like a full-grown man at 16. He could hit a ball with no backlift hardly with both feet. He could just spray a ball with his left foot and he was right-footed. Ball would come to him edge of the box, just blast it in first time. He was unreal. And the other guy is a guy called Leon Best, good friend of mine. Scored against Arsenal for Newcastle in the 4-4 draw when we were 4-0 up. And when we were young, I genuinely thought like he's going to be like a superstar. He was unbelievable when we were younger. Yeah, those two are, 2 of the main ones. Tom Huddleston, yeah, I mean, he didn't run much. He was a really big guy, but his technique, I think Harry Redknapp, there was a video of Redknapp saying one of the best players technically he ever managed. 2-footed like you wouldn't believe. It's a shame he ended up at Tottenham, you know. Portugal to win the World Cup. Don't see it. Don't see it. I'll be honest, like, I love Cristiano Ronaldo, but I don't think they're winning a World Cup with Ronaldo up front. I'll be honest with you. They can get far. Leon Knight was a bad boy. Leon Knight, as I said, Theo. Leon Knight, Jermaine Defoe, 2 of the best natural finishers, like when I was growing up, that I was hearing about. You know, coming through the academies and the first team, those 2 were crazy. You know, but Leon Knight's a bit of a hothead, isn't he? So he had a lot of issues off the pitch with things going on, but he was some finisher, man, honestly. And Defoe, crazy. Crazy. I always thought Defoe would end up at Arsenal because his finishing was just ridiculous. But yeah, West Ham, Tottenham, and other clubs. Mbappe will be doing that to Zidane after this World Cup. I think he'll be a bit different with Zizou. Zizou's a bit different. Mexico, Ecuador. I don't know why. Everybody thinks Mexico's going to win, and I'm like, I get it. Home fans, unbelievable record. I don't know. I've got a sneaky feeling Ecuador might do them. But then the home crowd might just be too much. You know? If Portugal win the World Cup, would the GOAT debate be up for questioning? I don't think so, but I just think Messi's done too much already. But winning a World Cup at 41 would deserve a lot of credit. Yeah, Ecuador going forward, innit? That's the problem. Defensively, they're solid. Yeah, you seen how many people have asked Mbappe for his shirt? They keep going, shirt? And he keeps pointing. He's probably said, yo, I've already told someone. Or he's probably just saying, I don't want none of your shirts. I think I told you guys that story. A friend of mine, he played for Celtic. He played a pre-season friendly against Barcelona. And Messi was playing. And he's marking Messi at the corner. Full-time whistle goes. He said to Messi, can I have your shirt? Messi takes his shirt off, gives him the shirt. As he's taking his shirt off, he starts taking his shirt off because naturally you swap shirts. So he said, Messi's giving him the shirt. As he's taking the shirt, he's lifting his shirt over his head. By the time the shirt went over his head, Messi had turned around and started walking off. Basically, like, you can have my shirt. I don't really need your shirt. You know, man's took the shirt off. Oh, he's walking off and he's just pulled it back over his head. At least you got Messi's shirt, though. You can't complain. But you probably don't even know who you are. Let's be real. People, big up. I'm going to round up there. Big C Loki. Malo Gusto. I said I look like Malo Gusto. Right, we'll leave it there. Gusto hype. Big up to everyone locked in. I will be back tomorrow. We'll do an Arsenal show tomorrow. And we'll also be doing the England game. What time does England kick off? It's early kickoff, isn't it? 5 o'clock England. So I'll do the Arsenal show 1:30. And we'll do England. I'll go live maybe 15 minutes before kickoff. 4:45. Yeah. We'll watch that stinkfest tomorrow. Hopefully we'll get a few goals. But France, that attack, who's going to stop them, people? But listen, it will be interesting when they play better teams. But going forward, they are phenomenal. Big up to everyone. And I will see you all tomorrow, people. Bless.